Hello. Okay, so I tried going live. My internet connection was awful, so I'm going to try a video and see if I can show off how to use your samples of foundation. So, yeah, you can see Olivia. Always got to have her. Okay, no, you can't climb.
Yeah.
Okay, so a sample foundation is going to come in these little tiny containers. There's just a little bit. I have done one of these already, so it's a little used out here, but little container, nothing too crazy. Not a ton in here, but probably enough to do anywhere from 1 to just over two applications or so. You could be able to, blend them or mix them. They do have the label of what color they are on the top also. This one's my olive one, so I just did one for myself. So on the inside, as you can see, there's not a lot. I did one application already and even still had stuff left over. So I'm just going to take a little bit out of it with my finger, and I'm going to put it on my hand. It is kind of already warm, and so that's what we want. We want to get it warm, that wax cream based foundation. We want it warmed up. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to just put a smudge on my cheeks, down my nose, chin, got my lip a little there. Get my bangs out of the way, a little bit up there. And kind of move it around, and then I'm going to take and use my Blenderful sponge, and I've got it damp at the moment. Doesn't need to be washed, but we're going to do that later. And I'm going to be doing either the pounce or the twist. So this little tiny twist, and I go back and forth on direction. I don't always go just one direction. I'll go back and forth, and sometimes I find the pounce works better in some areas, and the twist, it just helps move it around. But instead of dragging it, you want to be able to blend it is the goal. So just kind of move it all around. And it is just going to move. It doesn't take a whole lot. You guys have seen my videos where I've shown putting the Blenderful into the foundation, a pan of it, and it's a half a turn. So it doesn't take a ton. I would rather see you use less and build up than put too much on and then it doesn't look right. But you see how I just move it around my face? The goal is just to keep blending until you get it all where you want it. And that's a nice even coverage. And with sending the multiple samples that I've sent you, it's to help color match. So sometimes you might find that your best color match is to mix two. Just keep that in mind when it comes to purchasing what you're needing. But that's why I'm always telling you when you're sending me the pictures, I'm looking to get this whole color here, not just what your face is. Like this takes care of my pink. I've put Gina Beige on my face and it still shows that pink. It looks normal, otherwise like they look very, very similar, but you can see the pink come right through it. And I could easily add a little bit more, but I can go back in with it at this point now with concealer and just touch up any of my spots that I want to touch up or under my eyes. And with this one I can kind of go in with the different sides and get around those edges. And I'm just kind of pouncing it along in there. Just get a nice even application. And when you're done, it really should just feel like skin, not all cakey on your face. And I do drag it down my neck here a little bit just to blend it out just a little bit, but as you can see there's not really any discoloration there. Don't mind, my bangs are crazy. They're all over the place and I get them out of the way. At this point now is where I would go in with the concealer and I would be putting it into this area here. I'd be using it as an eyeshadow primer. So if you got a concealer sample, that's where you'd be using that as well. You can use it around your nose a little bit if you're contouring with it, anything like that. So there's a couple options there. But this is the goal, is just to get it, try it, feel it, color match. That's the big one, is the color matching, is why I like to send multiple samples and get you those before you order. So that way we make sure we get it right without having to send it back and forth. If you do order from corporate, you do have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So that's through my website. So keep that in mind. So if you're on the fence about it or any of the products, you do have that option. Okay, so there's a foundation sample that went from this little guy. See, I still have enough still to do another application, and there's still a little bit on my hand here that I could easily, you know, get off of there and still use to touch up on my face. So it's not like I used a lot. It really takes very, very little. So keep that in mind when you get your samples. I know there's some getting the samples right now. I've got more going out. If you have not gotten on the sample train and want to, I am putting together samples tonight for tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll get you on the next round as I'm going out with them. So there we go. LimeLight by Alcone. Amazing foundation. All of our products are phenomenal. So I really can't rave about them enough. Yeah, this is one of my favorites. So I love the transformation of the foundation and how it feels. I mean, I would set it myself, you know, with the powders and the sprays and stuff, but it really does feel very good once you put it on. All right, that's it for tonight. I appreciate you watching. Thank you. Bye.